Good morning, everyone. Today is Saturday, August 24th. We are actually in Sarasota this weekend, and today we're going to Ringling Circus Museum. I'm excited to go check this place out. I'm not a real big circus fan, but I have been to one Ringling show, and I am excited to go see the history. Now, again, I'm not a huge circus guy, so my history on this isn't good, but we're actually going with a friend of ours who's very into this museum, so he's going to be our walking tour guide. You guys might know him already, so I'll show him once he's there. But yeah, so funny story. As you guys know, we found this amazing spot here in Sarasota called Jersey Girls Bagels, and that place is so legit. It's so close to the real thing in New Jersey. And I'm actually going to New Jersey very soon, so I'm excited to get this one now and then the real thing when I go. Also, too, please guys, if you're new to this channel, please hit that subscribe button. Ring that bell notification to be notified whenever I upload a new video. As you guys know, uploading videos is a passion of mine. I really like it. I'm happy that the returning subscribers watch and welcoming the new ones. Alright, let's go ahead over to the Ringling Circus Museum. Alright, we have made it to the Ringling Brothers Museum. And we have our tour guide for today. We don't have to pay for him.
Yeah, the State College of Florida actually stays this place.
Are you going to tour us today for everything?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
How we doing, sir?
Because you know all the history.
I somewhat know some of the history. That one right there.
Let's start looking and exploring. Big show main entrance.
They're doing it for you.
Future Rich here, so as you guys see in the museum, there's a lot of notes, and I will take quick videos of the notes from the most part of the stuff that we pass. So if there's anything you guys want to read, please hit pause so you can take the time to read what the part of the museum is about, because again, my knowledge about the Ringling isn't good, so if there's anything of the notes that I take video of you want to read, just please hit pause. Wow, look at this. Here, there's your elephant.
Look, there's my next job.
This is the greatest show. Wow. Yeah, my history on the circus is definitely not good. So what's this all about here?
This is all the original posters from P.T. Barnum.
And how many times have you been to this museum?
I've been here twice.
This is only twice?
Yes.
You act like you have season passes here.
Nope. Only twice. But these are all the original stagehands.
I've been to one Ringling Brothers show at the Continental Airlines Arena.
I was there back in the day.
Yep.
But it was still standing.
It's still there, but it's not called that anymore. I think it's the Izod Center.
They blew it up. They included it. It's in the parking lot now.
Is it really?
Yes.
I thought the arena's still there.
No, they took it down. 2011.
It looks like here's some old newspaper articles. Barnum and Baley. Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Baley.
Yeah, they took it down.
Oh, is this a train?
It's a diagram of the entire circus.
Oh.
This is what the winter camp would look like.
Thank God he's with us.
And it tells you on the sidewalk.
If you guys want to see anything, please hit pause so you guys could read.
So,
The Howard Bros were the people that defined how to set all this up. And then the Ringlings bought them out of the circus business. Because Howard Tibbals was part of the original circus. Yep.
There's all the animals
Box company.
near the train, taking them to the greatest show on earth.
So instead, like back in the day, you would take the circus train into town, and you would set up the circus.
well, yeah, because it was always traveling.
Yeah, it was always roving. So unload the train, everybody gets off the train stop.
So they're taking them to the shows, right?
Yeah.
That's
so this
cool.
Is them literally unloading all the equipment, the tents,
And the animals too.
the animals, everything comes off at the train station.
Just remember to pause and read it if you guys want to read any of this.
I mentioned the details, and then there's also stuff behind you too, like that's
Oh, wow.
the town that they pulled into. Now they're unloading the trains, so they run ramps from the trains. There's all the people getting off. Look how small their tiny train station is. That would never work in today's economy.
Oh, absolutely not.
Could you imagine Penn Station being a one room like that? That would never work.
You know how congested it would be today?
You'd be in there like hell. There's the cookhouse and the cookhouse with the eating tents.
Oh wow, it's getting lighter as you walk by it. There's just so much to see here, like...
Oh, don't worry, you're only a third of the way through.
Oh, I'm sure, we just started.
This is the cookhouse, so this is what they produced at the cookhouse. That's all their supplies that they had for on the road. This is where you would get your breakfast.
So this is for all the employees and stuff.
1,300 workers and performers 3 times a day would eat meals at these tents. That's the actual cooking tent. This is the actual eating tent. The dining
So people
tent.
cook here, and
bring it
people
to
eat
there.
there. Nice. Wow. These are for all the ones that travel and do the shows.
And it tells you 3,900 meals a day.
Wow.
This housed all the horses. This was the horse tent. This being your rest tent. So this is where you took a nap in between.
Oh, this is where like your break tent?
Yeah, that's your break tent. That's where they would take their like breaks at.
And is that the show, like the show venues?
That's the actual big top.
Right.
Yeah, that's the actual like show itself. So I mean,
Yeah, but
you
then
look-
the show traveled though. They would take that tent and then
yes, it would
install
travel.
it places.
Yeah, it would travel. That whole tent would come down, but like that rest tent, like you would run. Like if you were next on, you.
So
run
tell me
over.
this: what if there wasn't an area big enough to set up all this stuff?
They made space for it as best they could. This is actually based in Sarasota. This is
Yeah,
why
no, this is their headquarters.
yeah, this is their winter camp. This is what it looked like during the winter down here. They literally set up a big tent on this property. Yeah, so like that's the performer's entrance. So obviously you see the Clydesdales are going in to start, and the camels are going in, and the ladies just come off of
The
floor
performance.
probably. Yeah. Here's the medical tent. And there are some, these are actual photos from the circus archives of certain people.
There's all the animals like backstage. Very cool.
And all these figurines were hand painted by the artist. Every one of them.
So this truly is like an art museum.
Yes, this is truly an art museum. The guy that built this spent 12 years doing all this work.
There's our laundry area, I assume, for the shows.
Yes, this is the laundry tent or the private tents.
Some practice tents back there to do your acrobats and stuff. Look at
Yeah.
that.
So this is the dress tent. This is where you would get staged for your costume for
Right
the
here?
performances. Over
Look
here.
at that one guy smoking.
Right here.
Right there?
Yeah, where she's got her dress on. That's where you would dress with your costume. Lauren is like already
Yeah.
all the way around. The sea elephant, which as we know is now a seal, but back then they called it a sea elephant.
There's just so much to see at this thing.
Oh, it's crazy. I mean, look at those people hanging. They're having a fun time. Look at all that parking.
What's this for?
That would be the parking lot.
Oh,
on
for the circus.
day.
Wow.
You would
The old
park-
school.
You would park your car. And
I
have
love
the-
how the light changes though, so you can see like with the lights on and
Well, it's nighttime. They're now performing.
the what?
They're now performing. You've been at the
Right.
circus a whole day.
That's so it goes by like daytime to nighttime.
Yeah.
That is cool.
Howard Brothers Circus, which was the original name.
I like how that goes from daytime to nighttime.
Yep. And then they got all the little like oil lamps. This is Main Street, obviously, so they were right off of Main Street. And obviously they have the circus signs up, and that guy's collected for parking 25 cents to park your car at the circus.
That's a lot of money back then.
That was a lot of money back then. You're talking 1920. Around there. You could actually check your bicycle too for 10 cents. So this is telling you the first time people saw the circus, it was like a midway because they had never seen anything like this.
It's kind of hard to see this because of it's nighttime apparently.
Here, hold on.
Yeah, I was thinking about doing the same thing. Again, if you want to see this, just hit pause and you guys could read.
Hot dogs, cotton candy, frozen delight truck.
So what's this, a tram to get?
That's a tram on Main Street. Hey, look, it's morning.
Oh, good morning.
So that's the tram that would run through Main Street. Because most of the time the circus was set right off of Main Street. So you didn't have a lot of way to go and you could take a public transportation to get there. Because they knew a lot of people didn't drive back in those days.
Yeah.
Or have a car, so you need public transportation to get you there. Here's the sideshows. So these are like the famous ones that you see the human flame torch and the sword swallower. That's what these people would be, and there's their cards in the back deck. So like Miss Patricia, she's the sword swallower. He's a magician.
I see the magician back there.
You got the fireproof man, which I don't know how well that went over.
Where?
No, it didn't set anybody on fire. That would be too extreme. We can't have burnt flesh. Here's the ticket wagon. So you needed a ticket, obviously, to get in there. 3 brightly printed tickets were given to you. Main entrance. So that's the banner we actually walked under to get into the
Yeah,
building.
no, it's very identical.
Yeah. And they would set that up so you knew, like, okay, this is the main entrance
Yeah.
to the tent.
Wow.
Because remember, a lot
And
of
that's
people
going
got-
into the big top.
Yep. Well, that's one of the big tops. That's the bigger top.
Oh, there's a bigger top.
Yes, there's a bigger top.
Here's all the workers setting up the big top.
And like everything else, this was the first time most Americans actually saw an animal from a different continent that we lived on.
So is this like an actual show going on?
Yes, this is an actual, like, people are looking at the animals, and this is the menagerie. So this was where all the animal tents were, so you could go by and look at them in cages. And this is actually George Percy from 1939. So they actually have archived photos of like what some of these wagons actually look like. These are recreations. This is the actual original from the circus. And as you see, each wagon had its own painted.
Oh, what the animal is?
They had a painted picture of what the animal was.
That's cool. So yeah, it says that's a
So
goose.
that's Mother Goose.
Mother Goose. Wow.
And then each of them were very ornate because when they traveled, they put the shells over top so the animals, could sleep and, not feel the cold while they were, traveling on the road. Here's the food prep tent.
For the workers?
Well, that's them getting all the food for the animals.
Oh, for the animals, okay.
So, like, you see all the buckets.
So they're feeding a zebra right now.
Yeah, they have all the buckets numbered, so you would take the bucket to whatever animal was numbered that number. And yes, Richard, here is the big top.
Wow. Oh, wow, yeah, look at that. That looks cool. All the people walking in to go see the show.
And then obviously the big top. 122 sidewalls, 50 stakes, 2,000 yards of canvas. Put that up. It lasted about 2.5 hours without intermission. Imagine sitting through 2 hours of that.
It's like an Avatar movie. Or a Star Wars movie.
800 artists performing 22 displays.
So here's a show going on. Lots and lots of acts. I remember seeing the Ringling Brothers, Barnum and Baley show, and there was just so many things going on at one time. Definitely hard to watch, but you have to really pay attention.
And here's there's the women of the seasons.
Wow. Yeah, that's one thing I do remember about this show, that there's so many things going on at one time.
Now, mind you, this is back in the 20s, so they had to set up every one of these individual chairs you see here also, and bleachers.
Wow.
There was no stadium seats. You set up every one of these chairs.
Look at all the acrobats.
Look, the lights are on. They're performing now.
Oh. Play the circus music.
They're playing it. And obviously you knew the circus because they put the big flags on top of the tent. I told you, they're performing. It's the circus time.
That is so cool that it's actually performing like it's set to the show time. That is incredible. I wish all of them moved, but it's just acrobats. Super cool. So just think about that. 15,000 people sitting in this big top, and all those seats had to be installed back in the day. No stadium seating. No stadium seating.
Here's the seating crew right there.
Wow, look at that. Imagine that, putting 15,000 seats for everyone to sit and watch the show. The Ringling Brothers was definitely dedicated. Huh?
The dog kennels. This is where the doggies hung out. That would travel with the circus.
That's the whole circus.
There's the horses back there, the Clydesdales.
Oh, practicing, right?
Yep.
Just remember, pause this so you guys could read.
The blacksmithing tents.
What's this?
Blacksmithing tents.
What's that for?
If you needed a horse repaired a shoe, they would do it at that tent. Or if you broke any metal on the road, you didn't have a hardware store, so they would actually beat together metal. If they needed a post, they'd make a post. If they needed, a horseshoe, they made a horseshoe.
There's all the horse hay back there.
So like these guys are working on mending posts and everything else. And that guy's working on a horse, doing his horseshoe. Up front here with that white one, they're actually putting a horseshoe on. Then you got the general store with the old Coca-Cola merchandise.
Oh look, it's the elephant bath. The elephant's taking a bath.
Yeah, and obviously you see they put up banners to let you know the circus was in town. Carried all the bags. Those are your bellhops to get you to bell services.
Yeah.
Look at that old car. That's a lumber car. And look, we have a mountain.
And now what we call in our day cell phone towers.
Well, that's a radio tower.
Yeah.
You can tell because it says 990 AM. So that's a Knoxville radio station, actually.
Is it really?
Yeah, because it says Knoxville over here.
Oh, wow.
So they're actually in Tennessee.
Of course they are.
Obviously, I mentioned this to you earlier, but a lot of lots adjacent to the railroad stations were chosen as the circus grounds because you could get on the train and take it down to the circus. And obviously, this is downtown Knoxville before it got all incorporated.
Wow.
But mind you, these are all people that got off, or circus performers that were just chilling out. Then they loaded the equipment back on the trains. When the circus, more than 150 wagons had to be fit perfectly onto flat cars. Which those are the flat.
That says Louisville, Kentucky.
Yeah, that might have been the train.
Yeah.
But like 150
Seattle?
wagons went on those flat carts.
Oh, wow.
So they had to figure out how to fit 150 of them on the thing. Flying squadron. And then these are all the animal containers. As you can see, there's a
There's a
zebra.
zebra, yeah. There's a referee.
Yeah.
Alright, so now we're going to head into the interactive portion of the museum. And
Still Walker.
this way to the big show. Oh.
That actually ran circus.
Can you play it?
No, it's not working.
No, you have to press the button. Yeah, I hear it.
Oh, you do hear it?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So
Alright, so what's in here?
the all around the world globe.
Oh.
He would ride a unicycle up the ladder and around the globe. Although my back would hurt after that.
Oh, yeah.
And you couldn't pay me enough to be this guy.
So what's this?
This is the tightrope walk.
Oh, God. Alright, I need you to film me trying this when you're done. I have very bad balance. I can't even do it.
Yeah, it's tougher than it looks.
That's it.
Be doing this. You're like balancing and trying.
You're gonna tear your ACL, be careful. Wow, he got, oh!
And this is actually the cable that she walked on.
That's the cable?
Yeah.
What?
So that's actual legit cable that they would walk on.
Oh my God.
And they're costumes.
Where's the art stuff? Like the glass dress and
That's inside
the other building, right?
actual building we walked in, the first one.
We haven't gone to that yet, so.
No, we did go to that one. That was the gift shop.
I didn't see the glass building, the glass dress.
It's off to the left.
Okay.
I'll show you where it's at. So obviously costumes, very important to the circus. Each elephant had its own banner. So by the 19th century, they were featured like performers in the circus. So they all needed their own costumes. Now this is a really cool lady. She was only 7 years old when she was adopted by this famous family. Those are her shoes and her costume. And she was famous for standing like this
Standing on that thing?
on the horse and riding around.
No, thank you. I'm not gonna try that. Ride the ring.
Yeah, there she is right there on the actual horse.
What?
Yep.
I just wish my knowledge was better for some of this stuff.
prosthetic masks.
What? Oh.
The mask.
Wow.
This was actually when I was here the last time.
So what is this?
The human cannonball. They would put this man in this tube and shoot him out into the net and hopefully hit the net.
So you can actually use this thing? Like,
Well, no, it's out of order.
right, but like how would you use it? Just put something in there and then...
You would put this man in there.
No, I mean like for this part. Like,
Oh, it's a sponge noodle.
yeah, that's why I figured like a little ball or something and it would...
But they would shoot this man over into this net and hope they hit it.
God.
Would you have enough fear of getting in there and hoping they're going to hit the target?
Absolutely.
So she began her career at the age of 16 at the circus. And that was Bella and Doc.
What is a tiger over there? I didn't see that.
But there's the actual feeding from the circus. That's what it would look like, sir. There's your accurate representation of what's going on.
This is crazy how these were the actual seats. So what are you hearing in there?
It's the ringleader.
Ooh.
He's welcoming you to the circus.
I don't know if you could hear it, but I'm going to try to put the headphone to the camera.
And that's full crank volume. So Howard Ronk was the singing ringmaster. He became the 17th ringmaster in 1957. For 30 years, he serenaded audiences and introduced the circus. He died, unfortunately, in 2006. And then you've heard about Clown Car.
Of course.
I don't want to get into a clown car. That's actually a clown car.
So now we're heading into the greatest show part. This is going to be very cool. I cannot wait to check this out.
That's probably where Lauren's at.
Maybe she's downstairs already.
I don't know.
All right. Oh, that's where we just were.
Chariot from the actual circus. So this is what they rode around with the horses. You want to catch me dead holding on to that thing? There's no seatbelt or a handbell. Some collectibles. There's the man himself, P.T. Barnum, known as the greatest showman. He looks a little ugly to Hugh Jackman.
It's the greatest essay. Is that Hugh Jackman? What are these?
Oh, that's cool. It's like a movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's like one of those viewfinders.
Yeah.
That's
It's really
cool.
cool. I think Lauren's over that way.
Yeah? We'll go for it.
This is Thomas Thumb, I guess his furniture.
This is actually his furniture?
Yes.
Who is this for again?
Thomas Thumb, it says his name is. Yeah, sofa owned by Thomas Thumb. Charles Stratton. He was part of the circus. Oh, look, another viewfinder, Rich.
Oh.
Business, Philip Gold focused on expanding the diversity of acts with Ringling Brothers and Barnum.
Briefcases.
Bringing international troops and
Oh, there's a stock certificate. That's a legit stock certificate from the circus.
A what?
A stock certificate from 1969. So if you had one of them, you own stock.
to the greatest show on earth.
Yeah, so those were if you owned like a share of the circus, that's how you got some of your paycheck.
Oh, there's a theater in here too. Wow. Oh, is that interactive?
Yeah.
But what do you do?
Hover your hands apparently above this thing and then it starts to work.
Huh. Okay, so see how my hand is moving. But what do you do? Move hand towards the curtain.
There you go.
Oh, wow, cool. Look at that, interactive. Uh-oh, uh-oh, what's gonna happen here? Where am I lighting this? Oh my god. Boom! That is cool. That was a ball.
Oh Jesus. The Epcot ball?
Yeah, Spaceship Earth.
We should replace Spaceship Earth with that.
No,
Drive
don't
around
you
a-
dare give them ideas.
Let them drive a motorcycle around inside of it? Oh Jesus.
What's in here? Oh, just a giant theater that shows its performances.
Little diagrams in here. Hey look, a train.
A what?
A train.
Oh.
So this is the circus parade, sir, that they were talking about earlier. Hey look, the bandwagon.
Oh, it's the bandwagon?
Yes, those are all bandwagons. Look, the
Hey-
after night bandwagon.
Hey, look, it's the all new Florida Panthers fans on there.
Oh, Jesus. And look, that's the female bandwagon.
Oh, God.
That's the after night bandwagon. Oh, it tells you what year they joined the circus, too. That's pretty cool. So 1882, circa 1871. Santa Claus.
Really?
And look, you get a bigger view of how big the winter
Oh,
camp
wow.
was.
This is downstairs where we were just looking at.
Yep, that's the winter camp.
Holy cow, that is cool.
Yep, that is the entire winter camp.
And look, could it be? I think it is. Santa! I know him.
Oh, Jesus. There's more bandwagons.
I'm sorry to say this, but it's the Vegas Golden Knights fans.
Oh, Jesus. Well, now Steve's going to be upset with you.
Oh, he knows I like the Knights. Okay, let me be more specific. It's every single team that wins the Stanley Cup has its new bandwagon fans.
There you go. Clarified.
Yes.
Would you like to try to ride a horse while playing an instrument?
Is horse riding an instrument?
No, horse riding is not an instrument.
Raise his hand. Man, look at this guy clowning around.
You think I can fit in that shoe?
Depending what your shoe size is. If you have,
Good
oh wait, so
workshop.
this is the guy that built the whole entire model?
Yeah.
It took him 12 years?
He started in 1963. in the
That's why I
basement.
love it, because it's all old school stuff.
And he hand built all of that.
Wow.
Hand built. At least 20 hours a day weekly on models.
Unfortunately, as I was editing the video, I had to make this into a two-parter because the video is just so long. There was just so much to see at this beautiful museum. So the first part will be the Visitor Center and the Circus Museum with the interactive stuff. So I hope you guys enjoyed the first part. The second part will be the art gallery and the historic galleries. So I hope you guys enjoyed part one. On to part two.